We're playing No Bandless Modern featuring Rite of Flame, Simic Spirit Guide, Seething Song, and Underworld Breach. Let's go check it out. No donation deck today. This is No Bandless Modern, a deck that I wanted to play. So we're playing Storm with a bunch of ban cards like Gitaxian Probe, for example. We have Simian Spirit Guide, Seething Song. We have Cyborg copy of Underworld Breach, Fury to deal with creatures off of your wish, Mental Misstep. We have a bunch of really powerful cards that we're playing. That's the idea, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, I hope to do well, and, you know, I don't really have much to say. It's day 0, so I don't have any other Storm list to compare to. This is just what I brewed up. Hopefully it works. Let's find out if it does, and I'll see you in match number 1. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You can also show your support by becoming a member of this channel. You get sweet perks such as badges, emotes, early access to videos, exclusive members-only content, and access to our members Discord section. As you increase the tiers, there are other rewards such as shop discounts, cyborg guides, and even free donation decks. Click the join button down below to find out more. We also have other ways you can support us, like theepicstorm.com/shop or submitting a donation deck via theepicstorm.com/donation decks. That's enough for now. Let's play some Magic. Welcome to match number 1. We are on the play. Let's go. Yeah, this seems sweet. We'll keep. I have no idea what our opponent's playing. We'll play the Scalding Tarn and pass and grab our Surveil land. Blood Crypt. Stitcher Supplier. Is this Hogaak? Vengevine and Carrion Feeder. Okay. We'll fetch. Grab the Thundering Falls. We do not need another land. I mean, am I supposed to start going here? I think it's free to fire off the Gitaxian Probes and see what we hit. Altar of Dementia, it is in fact Hogaak. Alright, Gitaxian Probe, I believe in you. Alright, this is a turn 2. We'll play Rite of Flame. Rail Monsoon Mage. Desper Ritual. Tails. Now we can play Seething Song. Tails. No. And now Past in Flames is allowed to flip the Rail Monsoon Mage because it was the 6 instant or sorcery cast. So I will say yes. And now we'll ultimate the Rail. Wonderful. So we'll play Ren's Resolve. Gitaxian Probe you again. I go to 12. Seething Song. Desper Ritual. We'll play Wish. And now we'll start casting spells out of our graveyard. Why not? Let's pay some more life. I'll go down to 10. Gitaxian Probe again. Storm 14. Play a Rite of Flame. Gitaxian Probe again. I'll go down to 6. And they concede. That's just good, clean Magic. I don't know what else to say. Resubmit. Why would I change anything? Our deck is perfect. Perfect. I have a hot take for you, and many of you will disagree with this. I know that Ruby Storm is a relatively good deck in Modern. I mean, I just went 5-0 with it in a recent video. But I don't think it would be crazy to unban Seething Song. I think that card is Modern power level. Rite of Flame might be too good, but I think Seething Song would be fine. Let's keep this, I think. It's close. This hand could end up not working out. They have Leyline of the Void into Verdant Catacombs and Faithless Looting. If we draw a Rite of Flame, I can turn 1 empty the Warrens. I don't know if that's good enough, but it exists as an option. They get rid of Golgari Grave Troll and Bridge from Below. Grief! That's mean. They will get a zombie from the Bridge from Below as well. If I were them, I think I would consider taking the Simian Spirit Guide here, because I am stuck on 1 mana, and I have 2 Seething Songs. The other option, in my opinion, would be the Wish. And they do take the Simian Spirit Guide, and now they'll get their zombie. We drew another Spirit Guide. Alright, so I once again need 1 more mana. They're allowed to Dredge Golgari Grave Troll. I mean, this actually just might be Dredge and not Hogaak, but we did see the Altar of Dementia. They fetch with Wooded Foothills for a Dryad Arbor. So that gives them 2 creatures for Convoke for the Hogaak. They play the Hogaak. End step will fetch for our 1 Surveil land. Ruby Medallion. I mean, I think we keep that. I mean, I'm not dead. So here's the question. I could play the Ruby Medallion now, but then next turn I have to draw another mana. But I guess I would anyway if I passed, and playing the Medallion gives me the out of Reckless Impulse into like land Rite of Flame or something. Alright, so we'll pass. I guess it also gives me the out of like Pyretic Ritual, but that would have been an out anyway. Yeah, we just need to hit a mana next turn. That is what I'm aiming for. They have 11 power on the board. I'm at 19. Interesting. They're only attacking with the Hogaak. Altar of Dementia. Wow. I might just be dead here. What a hand. Leyline into Grief, into Hogaak, into the win. They hit another bridge from below, so I believe this is deterministic. Yeah, I believe this is deterministic, right? So they make 2 zombies. They mill 8. It costs 5. Yeah, so they have it. I'm going to concede. They have the loop. We will try again. On the play. Sure, why not? So this is a turn 1 Rail Monsoon Mage. No Leyline of the Void. We'll fetch, grab a mountain, Rite of Flame, Rail Monsoon Mage. Pass. Bloodstained Mire for Blood Crypt. Stitcher Supplier. Bills over double Leyline of the Void and a Vengevine. They pass. Unfortunately, we drew another land. I'll fetch with Scalding Tarn. Grab another mountain. Ren's Resolve. Trigger. Tails. No. I mean, that gets me pretty close. I need 1 more mana. We'll get Taxium Probe. Say Tails. Probe. We hit the mana. Alright, so I think we have a win here. Rite of Flame makes 3 mana. Tails. No. Desperate Ritual. Tails. No. So that I have 5 mana. I could play the Ruby Medallion. And then Past in Flames cost 2. I'd have 1 mana floating. Yeah, this works. Past in Flames. Tails. The Taxium Probe target you. So I am now allowed to flip the Rail. Exile Simian Spirit Guide to make a mana. We'll ultimate the Rail. Oh, baby. Probe. We'll play Rite of Flame. Wait, was that the Rite of Flame from the graveyard? It was. My bad. I didn't mean to play that. I guess we'll splice a Desperate Ritual. The YouTube comments always like, when it doesn't matter, when you have a million mana, people are like, you know, you could have spliced there. You got me. I didn't waste my clicks splicing, but I'll do it this time for you. Alright, the opponent concedes, and we win match number 1. Packs.com is the new way to open your favorite cards. It's a site where you open digital packs of trading cards like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, and One Piece cards, and have the cards you open mailed quickly and securely to you. With a wide range of packs to choose from, such as the latest Magic sets, Kaladesh inventions, or even beta. I'm going to open a beta pack. What's great about Packs.com is you can see all of the cards and their odds of being opened in each pack. Now it's time to open one and see what I get. Come on, Black Lotus! If you don't like what you opened, you could sell it back instantly for more packs, or sell it and pick a specific card from the marketplace over at packs.com/market. If you want to check out packs.com, make sure to click the link in the description of this video and use code STORM5 when making a purchase for 5% extra on your first purchase. Match number 2, we're on the draw. This hand is explosive. We'll keep it. No idea what our opponent's playing. I mean, that's going to be the case for every match today. Misty Rainforest, so maybe Infect. Team Vents, and Ponder. They did not shuffle with the Ponder. Unfortunately, we drew another land. Taxium Probe, a Mental Misstep. I think I'm going to take this opportunity to just resolve my Ruby Medallion. We'll play Rite of Flame and Ruby. It resolves, we'll pass. They play their own Gitaxium Probe. Now they play a Mishra's Bauble, so they're probably like an Is It Prowess deck. Scalding Tarn. And they're just passing, which is a little surprising here. Past in Flames, that's a good one. Let's try Reckless Impulse. Okay, I'm just going to play Rail Monsoon Mage and pass the turn. Force them to use a Lightning Bolt, I suppose. And we'll pass. They fetch with Scalding Tarn for a Hedge Maze. Goodbye to my Rail Monsoon Mage. Malevolent Rumble. Oh, they're Underworld Breach. And there it is, Underworld Breach. Am I dead? Looks like I'm not dead. They have 3 cards. We reveal another Rail Monsoon Mage. Alright, so I just want to think through this. If they have 3, I'm worried about playing out Rail and having it die. We'll start on Desperate Ritual, and then just play the Past in Flames, I suppose. Fire off Gitaxium Probe. This is Storm number 3. Underworld Breach, Grinding Station, the One Ring. So they're just flat dead. Or so I hope. We'll grab another mountain. Play Desperate Ritual. Reckless Impulse. Now we'll play Rail Monsoon Mage. And now Rite of Flame. This is allowed to flip the Rail. And if it does, we'll be able to ultimate. We'll choose Tails. Yes. All of these zones, Rite of Flame, will ultimate the Rail, and that should be game. Cast Rite of Flame, Ataxian Probe, Ataxian Probe. We'll make a mana with Simian Spirit Guide. We'll play Wish and Grape Shot. All at you. And we win game number 1. I don't think I even want a sideboard here. I'm just going to run it right back. Game 2 on the draw. This seems slow but fine enough if they kept an interactive hand. They begin with a Thundering Falls. Surveils away the One Ring. Past in Flames is the draw. We'll just play our land and pass. Misty Rainforest. Gray Stomping Ground. And Malevolent Rumble. They find Underworld Breach. That's not good for me. I might be dead next turn. They chose Island, which means that they already have a Breach in hand. So my best draw, if I think I need to win, is like a Rite of Flame or a Simian Spirit Guide. And we did not draw, so I'm going to just play a Ruby Medallion and pray that I'm not dead. They play another Rumble. That did not do it. So if they have the Breach, they could... There's not really a lot they can do here. So they could play a land, but they're still short of playing the One Ring. Like, they could get Taxian Probe a couple times, but they can't do a ton off of Breach. They use Mishra's Bauble. They play the known island, and they're passing. Wow. Okay, so we have an opportunity to try to win. Manamorphose was a great draw. We'll begin with a copy of Manamorphose. Red. The Taxian Probe, you love to see it. Show me your secrets. They're dead. Cool. Desperate Ritual. Manamorphose. Red. Let's play Ruby Medallion. Reckless Impulse. Past in Flames for 2 mana. Desperate Ritual. Manamorphose. Red. We'll play another Manamorphose. It's from 10. The Taxian Probe, target you. Exile Simian Spirit Guide. Reckless Impulse. Play Wish. We'll fire off another Gitaxian Probe. From 14. From 15, we'll play Ren's Resolve. Now Reckless Impulse. They're at 17, we'll cast Grape Shot. Target you. Nice. And just like that, we're 2-0. Looking to make playing your favorite combo deck much easier? Look no further than the Epic Storm Mini Combo Pack, which is available at theepicstorm.com/shop for $15.99. This token combo pack comes with 84 double-sided tokens featuring classic Storm and Mana tokens with new inclusions such as our modern Ruby Storm package, but that's not all. Our token pack covers a variety of formats from Pauper to CDH with new tokens. Stop on by theepicstorm.com/shop and make an easy decision to elevate your combo game. Let's go, match number 3, and we've won the die roll. No mana, we'll send this one back. Sure, we'll try this one. Keep, get rid of the Steam Vents. Our opponent also mulliganed. I think I'm going to play Scalding Tarn and just pass. I could Rite of Flame out the Ruby Medallion, but if our opponent's also a Rite of Flame strategy, I get punished by that. But also, even if I did accelerate into Ruby, I'm not really ready to win. They play a Hedge Maze. For Green Sun Zenith. I'll fetch. Grab the Thundering Falls. We do not want another land. Simian Spirit Guide. So I could try to go off here. I just don't think I'm in a spot where I should do that. Assuming that this even resolves. Force of Negation, exile Subtlety. Sure. Pass. Urza's Saga. Badgermole Cub. We'll take a draw. It's a Steam Vents. Let's play Ren's Resolve. So I could try to, I mean, it'd be dumb. I think I'm probably supposed to just play Rail and pass here. We'll play the Steam Vents, ouch. Use the Simian Spirit Guide. And now we'll play the Rail Monsoon Mage. Pass the turn. They play Dryad Arbor. Soul Guide Lantern. That's a little annoying. They hit Ren's Resolve. And a Green Sun Zenith. For another Dryad Arbor. And they pass with 1 card in hand. Manamorphose. Let's start with Rite of Flame, trigger the Rail, Tails, ouch, Manamorphose, we'll say Tails, no, red, play Reckless Impulse, Tails again. Alright, we will play Rite of Flame. Do they choose to use the Soul Guide Lantern here? Rite of Flame? No, they let me have the extra mana. We'll play Ren's Resolve, Tails, Reckless Impulse. And then we can Desperate Ritual in response, so we get 2 chances to flip here. Yes. And now the Rail Monsoon Mage, Tails, Another Rite of Flame. So this would make 4 mana. Desperate Ritual. We'll ultimate the Rail Leyline Prodigy. We'll play Reckless Impulse. Ataxian Probe target you. Their one card is a Nadu. Okay. I wasn't expecting this to be a Nadu deck. Maybe I should have. We'll play our land. I am just trying to get to the finish line at this point. We have the game won. I just need to keep on casting spells. Alright, Seething Song. Reckless Impulse. From 16. Rite of Flame makes 5. Seething Song. This is from 18. Manamorphose is 19. I don't even want to show them the Past in Flame, so we're just going to wish into Grape Shot here. Who needs Past in Flame? Certainly not me. Let's go. Why would I sideboard? I'm going to send it right back. Our opponent mulligans, we will keep. They have a Dryad Arbor, Chrome Mox, and Prince Force of Negation into Soul Guide Lantern. We'll play Arid Mesa and pass. They sacrifice the Soul Guide Lantern. They chose to hold open blue, which makes me wonder about Consign to Memory. We'll put Ruby Medallion to the graveyard. I don't think we need number 3. Let's just play it. If they consign, they consign. They're low on resources right now. They Force of Negation, even better. So now they're up to 3 cards in hand. They swing, ouch. Play another Ruby Medallion. Another Force of Negation, I love it. Pass. They have a land. And now Nadu, no Oko, okay. Sure. So I believe we have the resources we need to win. I can play Rail, and then use Simian Spirit Guide to cast Desperate Ritual into Seething Song, into Wish. I'm not going to overthink this. Like, I just need to get to 6 spells for the Rail. So we'll play Rail Monsoon Mage. Use the Simian Spirit Guide, we'll cast Desperate Ritual. Trigger. Tails, no. Seething Song. Tails, no. So now I have 6 mana. The Wish would cost 2. Yeah, I can throw a Wish in the middle here. Tails. We will Past in Flames. So the count here for Storm, we're really looking for N-1 because the number counts the Rail Monsoon Mage, and they're just going to concede. But we needed to do +1. That's basically what I'm trying to say here. But it doesn't matter because we just won again. This deck's too easy. We're now 3-0. Moxfield.com is the easiest way to build a Magic deck online. They support over 30 formats, including Legacy and many other Eternal formats. There are so many options to view decks the way that you want, from text view to individual cards, mana value, and even card price. There's also light mode and dark mode. My personal favorite feature is card tags. This way you can sort cards by function. Moxfield supports collection tracking, Scryfall search, decklist feedback, and so much more. Follow me on Moxfield.com so you can stay updated on all of my decks. I'm pretty good at winning this die roll thing, right? Alright, so we're 3-0. Hopefully we get another one here. We're lacking the second mana, but this hand is very good. Keep. I'm going to just play Scalding Tarn and pass. They have Stomping Ground, Burning Inquiry. That hurts my feelings here. They got rid of Probe and 2 Rituals. That was not very kind. And they... Wow, I drew my Surveil land. That's not good. Alright, we'll grab Steam Vents. Am I supposed to try to do anything here? I think I'm going to use the Spirit Guide. We'll play Ruby, and then just play Thundering Falls. Keep the Simian Spirit Guide and pass. They play Mana Confluence, and Cathartic Reunion, discarding Stinkweed Imp. No Narcomoebas was good for me there. But I think it's time that we try to win. So Manamorphose, we'll make red. Bren's Resolve into 2 lands. That's not good. We'll fetch and thin. Really leaning on this Reckless Impulse right now. From 3. We fizzled. Pass the turn. They Dredge. Yeah, we flooded out here with 15 lands. Ox of Agonis. All these Dredge triggers. There's a Thassa's Oracle, so looks like I'm not dead here, but if I don't draw like Past in Flames, we are dead. Rail Monsoon Mage, that's not going to do it. Looks like they got game number 1, unfortunately. Okay, that's disappointing. I'll send it back. Why would I want to use my sideboard when my main deck is perfect? Clearly. On the play. Sure. I mean, I don't love this hand, but I think it's probably fine enough. They're on a mulligan to 4. Now down to 3. Are they just digging for a Leyline? Show me your embarrassment. I'd like to see those 3 cards. Burning Inquiry, Tarn, double Steam Vents. So I can put Ruby into play here. So we'll play Rite of Flame, Ruby Medallion. Pass. They play Steam Vents. Burning Inquiry. They put 2 Dredgers to the graveyard. That was lucky for them. Alright, so I have 3 spells here. Let's start with Manamorphose. Red. Another land. We'll play Ren's Resolve. Play the Desperate Ritual. I guess I could splice. Alright, we'll splice the Desperate Ritual. Oh, maybe I can't. It says that I can't. I feel like I should be able to here. Oh, for some reason I thought I had 3 mana. I'm just not paying attention. Okay, so I'll just play Desperate Ritual. In my head I had 3. Now we'll Reckless Impulse, Storm 4. Reckless Impulse, Storm 5? You gotta be kidding me. So we can go all in on a Desperate Ritual here. Desperate Ritual. Trigger. Fails. We lost. We will play Simian Spirit Guide. We might lose this. Our opponent might have mulled the 3 and beat us. Our deck just not cooperating here. They hit an Archamoeba and Oxyvagonus. Wow. We're going to lose to a mull the 3. Insane. Play the Arid Mesa. We'll fetch. I don't have enough mana to grab the Thundering Falls just to Surveil, so I think I need to grab Mountain. Reckless Impulse. Tails. Wish. It's Wish with... I would need 1 more mana here. So I could Wish into, like, Underworld Breach, but that doesn't do me any good. I think I have to hope to just live. Pass the turn. They grab a Stomping Ground. Now they can dredge a Stinkweed Imp. Here's the Oxyvagonus. They hit another Narcomoeba, so now they can Dread Return. There's no Dread Return. Nice. We got away with 1 there. No blocks. Another land. We'll fetch. Grab the Mountain. Play Wish. Tails. Past in Flames. Tails. We'll pop out the graveyard because people seem to like that. Alright. So they conceded. We got a little lucky there. Should I bring in Mental Misstep just for the Burning Inquiries? Seems crazy to me. I feel like you'd, like, want to board out, like, Simian Spirit Guides. Like, I don't know what else you would board out. I'm going to just resubmit. We would have to hit mana number 2, but this hand is really good if we do. If we hit a Simian Spirit Guide or a Rite of Flame, we could even try for a potential turn 1. I don't know if that's a good idea, but you could try. Mana Confluence. They just pass. Another Seething Song. Play the Scalding Tarn. Alright. So we're really hoping to Surveil into a mana. Cathartic Reunion, but they didn't discard any Dredgers. Alright, so really hoping to hit mana here. Thundering Falls. We're not allowed to keep it. It has to go to the graveyard. There we go. Alright, so what can I do? I can go Desperate Ritual, Ruby Medallion, Manamorphose. That's probably the line. Desperate Ritual, Ruby Medallion, Manamorphose. Putting a lot of pressure on this Ren's Resolve. There we go. Seething Song. Play another Ruby Medallion. Seething Song. If they, for some reason, like, boarded in, I don't know, like, Force of Negation, we want them to hit I mean, they didn't, but the Ren's Resolve, so that's why I'm hiding the Past in Flames from 9. We'll play Desperate Ritual. Past in Flames, don't have anything? Yes! There we go. Came back and got it. We're now 4-0. The Gold Sabertooth times the Epic Storm collection has arrived with 3 full-size tokens showcasing the beloved Dark Ritual, CDH Rogsai, and Legacy of the Epic Storm for just $5. On the backs of these tokens, there's a place for my signature or a custom message. In addition to these sweet tokens, a friendly reminder that all orders that ship from theepicstorm.com also come with a signed Storm token from yours truly. The final match. We're on the draw and we've opened up a hand with turn 1 win potential. I will keep. They mulliganed. Looks like they're on Belcher. Oh, we're definitely going for the turn 1 here. Hi-oh, let's go. Let's go. Rite of Flame. Rite of Flame. Rail Monsoon Mage. Play Seething Song. Tails. Manamorphose. Tails. No. Red. Ataxian Probe You. Tails. No. I mean, they had a win next turn. Right? No, they don't even have the second mana source. But then they'd have Ritual, Seething Song, Desperate Ritual. So I guess they could Hazrats and Dying Fury. We'll play Rite of Flame, Tails, play Wish, Tails. We'll grab Past in Flames, Fast It, Tails, yes. Let's ultimate the Leyline Prodigy. Okay, this should be pretty easy. We'll play Rite of Flame, and they just concede. Alright, so we need to beat Belcher, a deck that is likely faster than us, despite us just having a turn 1 win. I think we probably just resubmit. On the draw, you could think about Mental Misstep to counter their Rite of Flames, but I think Rite of Flame is probably the only 1 mana value spell in their deck, and they would have to have it. So I think I'm going to just keep my deck consistent. Well, they might have Gitaxian Probes, so that would be 2 cards, but is that really worth it? Or Lander? I mean, I really like double Rite of Flame Ruby Medallion, it's just the rest of the hand doesn't do anything. They kept 7. That's not good. Keep. Wow. What do you bottom here? I think it's got to be the Wish. This is really close to another turn 1 win, though. So it would be Rail with 2 mana floating, so if we could draw a Desperate Ritual or a Seething Song, this is a turn 1 win. We have a Draw Step plus Gitaxian Probe. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me, because now their Rite of Flame would do it for me. Please pass. Come on. Desperate Ritual, Seething Song. Just go Belcher, pass. Come on. Belcher, 1 open mana. Yes! I think we've got it. I think we just turn 1 to Belcher 2 games in a row. Rail Monsoon Mage. Their Rite of Flame made mine make more mana. Tails. Red, red. Gitaxian Probe. Tails. We'll play Past in Flames. This is from 6. We don't want to flip on this. No. Our next spell is allowed to flip the rail. So now we'll Gitaxian Probe. Tails. Yes. I think we've done it. Ultimate the rail. That could have been better. We'll play Desperate Ritual. Reckless Impulse. Ren's Resolve. Seething Song. They're at 17. I think we can get there. Manamorphose. I'm pretty confident we can. Red, red. Rite of Flame. We did it. 5-0. Nice. And we are the first person to trophy with no banned list modern. How awesome is that? That's really sweet. Back-to-back turn 1 wins gets the job done. So if I was to play this again, I think I'd probably change the sideboard a little bit. Maybe you want Leyline of the Void. I don't know how good Mental Misstep actually is. I think you need Into the Floodmaw in case your opponents are... Well, Mental Misstep's probably good in the mirror. Maybe not. I mean, it only hits Rite of Flame. So, like, maybe Mental Misstep should be Leyline of the Void. You want Into the Floodmaw if you face any prison decks or creatures decks with, like, Deafening Silence in them. That was my thought. But maybe you add Leyline of the Void into the sideboard over Mental Misstep. But wow, that was an insane league. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. That Bryant Cook, he just went 5-0, undefeated, and got a trophy. And if you want to be like him, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. That way you're always up to date on the latest and greatest technology. Another way that you can get better, joining our Discord, where you can talk about today's video with other like-minded individuals that are looking to improve their game. Thanks for watching.